5-4 ball game. Check that, 5-3 ball game. So first pitch, base hit, RBI for Roberto Kelly.
Roberto not wasting any time and hit it off the end of the bat. Devereaux broke back on the ball. He never had a chance on Bernie Williams anyway. But he might have kept Steve Sachs from going to third base.
That'll bring up Mullins. 0 for 2. Williamson, just coming off the disabled list on September the 1st, had been on since October August the 14th. Got a good breaking ball. Had been on the DL with a lateral oblique muscle pull. Check swing foul, backing out of play. That's a muscle connecting the ribs to the pelvis. That's a long muscle.
I guess it depends on how long your ribs are or how high your hips are.
Well, I guess that would have something to do with it, but
you know what? I didn't even know they were connected.
You do now.
I do now. And I tell you one thing, I don't want to pull it.
Obviously, you never pulled your lateral oblique muscle. Outside for a ball. That'll leave the count up at 1-1. Mike Humphreys on deck for the Yankees. 5-3. Orioles in front of the Yankees. The Yankees threatening here in the top of the 5th inning. Nobody out. Runners at first and third. There goes the runner, and the ball is fouled back and out of play. So Kelly will return back to first base.
And the game in Detroit, Bobby. Boston 4, Detroit nothing. Bottom of the 7th. Whitaker a walk. He was the first base runner for the Tigers, and then Trammell singled. So a no-no. Perfect game is gone, and the no-hitter is gone. You may find this a little bit hard to believe. I used to work on my obliques in spring training.
Really?
Yep. It's the muscle that would be important for the right-hander to be on his left hip, and it pulls the torso down.
Hit and run once again, and it's fouled off to the right side, but it'll be back behind the Yankee dugout.
And I'll try to explain that to you the best I can. If you look at Mark Williamson when he gets back on the mound, and the muscle that is very important in pulling the whole torso down as you deliver the pitch and generating energy out over your left leg, if you will, and you pull your whole chest cavity forward. These muscles on the sides of your hips. There you see right underneath the throw. That's throw we're throwing, but if you could picture your muscle, which would end up right under your left elbow, and that would be the oblique. And if you use it a lot, it'd get pretty sore.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Bam Bam Mullins. Nobody out. Runners at first and third. There goes Kelly once again. The pitch is down low, and Kelly will be into second with a stolen base. So now runners at second and third. Nobody out. Orioles had the ball, and he just made a fake throw down to second, trying to lure Sachs off a third, but he didn't go for it.
A pretty good pitch to throw, and you don't know why he really didn't go after Kelly. Sachs does not represent the tying run or go-ahead run, and with no outs probably would not have been sent.
Williamson backs off the mound. Breaking ball misses up high. It's now 3-2. Yankees with 6 hits in the ball game and 3 runs. The Orioles with 7 hits and 5 runs. Both teams have committed at least 1 error. 3-2 pitch is swung on. It was way out of the strike zone. In fact, it bounced in front of the plate, but Bam Bam could not hold up, and it's one down here in the fifth.
Mulin's a perfect situation to pick up an RBI. The infield playing back. They don't care about the runner at third base. They'd like to keep Kelly at second base, and all he had to do was try and put the ball in play in the middle of the infield anywhere to pick himself up an RBI. Got the Yankees a run closer. That's youth, lack of playing, and lack of discipline.
You got to give Williamson a strikeout, but you also got to give Hoyles an assist for blocking that ball with the runner at third. Mike Humphries with a chance to drive in a run or two, has walked and scored and then struck out in the fourth. And another nice stop by Hoyles. Kelly over at second. How did you exercise your oblique?
You lie on your side and do sit-ups over your hips. You lie on, let's say you lie down on your right.
What are you, a contortionist?
Well, now, this, honest to God, you need those as a pitcher. You need obliques. You need these muscles, these to wrap around your left hip to pull your torso down. And I would lie, you'd bend your knees a little bit, lie on your right side, lie on your right shoulder, and then I'd have somebody hold my feet, and then do twists and do sit-ups over your hip. That might be how I ruptured the disc on my back.
You got no problem with your obliques, but your back's killing you, right?
I never pulled an oblique.
I always thought that was a love handle.
That's what they're called. You're right.
Williamson in problems right here, behind 3-0 to Humphries. Espinoza on deck. Activity in the Oriole bullpen. Ball four. Bases are loaded for the Yankees with one down here in the fifth. And here comes Johnny Oates, and he's already pointed towards the bullpen. So we're going to have another pitching change.
Well, one of the things about the expanded rosters, Johnny Oates got a lot of pitchers down there to pick from. There are all kinds of bodies down there. So another pitching change. Third pitcher used by the Orioles in this inning. And let's take time out along the Yankee Baseball Network for the following messages.
Sunshine, blue seas, white sails, gentle.
Time Hotspot. It's a special vacation package just for Yankee fans. Call to make your reservations now. We're all going to Walt Disney World.
Third pitcher of the inning used by the Orioles, Todd Froworth, in relief of Mark Williamson, who was in relief of Art Rhodes. Froworth is 43rd trip to the mound, 5-3 with a 2.04 earned run average. And right-handers hitting under 200 against him. The Submariner will remind you of, go way back to Ted Abernathy.
Dan Quisenberry. Alvaro Espinoza. He'll be trying to put the ball in play. Bases loaded, and the breaking ball from underneath outside and high for a ball. SP is 1 for 2. Base hit to left field in the second and struck out in the fourth. Little tapper in front of the mound. Froworth will go to the catcher Hoyles to get sacks at home with the force play. The only play they really had. So now there's 2 outs and the bases are still loaded.
Play you don't see very often. And a good play by Froworth. He saw the ball into his glove. Good play by Hoyles. Getting out of the way of a sliding Sachs. Now remember when Eric Plunk had the same kind of play and came in and took his eye off the ball. See Hoyles watches it, not Hoyles, but Froworth watches it right into his glove. And that's the difference. Got to catch it before you can throw it. One of the old basic rules of baseball. Get your hands on it before you can throw it. It's Stump Merrill, the right-hander on the mound, not wasting any time now, and he'll go to his bench where the base is loaded, and his ball club down by 2 runs with 2 outs here.
Mattingly supposedly with a night off tonight, but Merrill deciding to send the left-handed batter up with 2 outs and a bases loaded here in the top of the 5th inning. Nothing but left-handed hitters on the bench for the Yankees. And Mattingly swings at the first pitch, lifts it into left field, and Mercedes pulls it down, and the Yankees only come up with 1 run in what could have been a potential big blowout inning for the New York Yankees, but the Orioles pitchers get out of it, and at the end of 4.5 innings of play, it's the Orioles 5 and the Yankees 3.